Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to our channel. Hey everyone, before we dive into the biggest K-pop event of the decade, make sure you hit that like button right now, smash that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications because you do not want to miss any updates about BTS's massive comeback. Trust me, what I'm about to reveal today will blow your mind, and you need to stick around until the very end because there's a huge Netflix announcement that you absolutely cannot miss. So let's get into it. It's officially happening, ARMY. After nearly 4 years of waiting, after completing their mandatory military service, BTS is coming back bigger than ever before. We're talking about the Arirang album dropping on March 20, 2026, a Netflix live concert event on March 21st, a documentary on March 27th, and an absolutely mind-blowing world tour featuring more than 82 shows across 34 cities from April 2026 through March 2027. This isn't just a comeback, this is history in the making, and I'm going to break down every single detail you need to know. Let's start with the album. Arirang is BTS's fifth studio album and their first full-length group album since Proof dropped in June 2022. That's 3 years and 9 months of waiting. The album releases on March 20, 2026 at 1 p.m. Korean Standard Time, which is midnight Eastern Time in the United States. Big Hit Music officially announced the comeback on January 4, 2026, and the title was revealed on January 15. The name Arirang is incredibly significant. Arirang is a traditional Korean folk song recognized by UNESCO as cultural heritage, representing themes of longing, separation, and homecoming. Big Hit stated that Arirang captures BTS's identity as a group rooted in Korean heritage while expressing longing and deep love. The album features 14 tracks reflecting each member's growth and experiences during their time apart. Pre-orders began on January 16 with multiple physical formats including CD, vinyl, and special editions. There are member-specific vinyl pressings for each member in unique colors. RM's is silver, Jin's is pink, Suga's is clear, J-Hope's is cream, Jimin's is burgundy, V's is velvet red, and Jungkook's is orchid. There's also a group red vinyl, modern Korea vinyl, and deluxe editions. The album will be available digitally on all streaming platforms including Spotify and Apple Music. Now here's where things get absolutely insane. On March 21, 2026, one day after the album drops, BTS will perform their first live concert in 3 years and 9 months at Gwanghwamun Square in Seoul, South Korea, and this concert will be live-streamed exclusively and globally on Netflix. Yes, Netflix. This event is titled BTS The Comeback Live Arirang, scheduled for 8 p.m. Korean Standard Time, which is 4 a.m. Pacific and 7 a.m. Eastern for US fans. This is massive because Netflix has never done a live K-pop concert broadcast before. This is the first live event from Korea streamed globally on Netflix. The concert is being directed by Hamish Hamilton, who has directed Super Bowl halftime shows since 2010 and the Academy Awards. The production company is done and dusted with executive producers from HYBE, Big Hit Music, and Netflix. The concert takes place at historic Gwanghwamun, the main gate of Gyeongbokgung Palace, one of Seoul's most iconic locations. BTS will perform songs from Arirang along with legendary hits. The concert will be included in all Netflix plans at no additional cost. And on March 27th, Netflix will premiere BTS The Return, a feature-length documentary directed by Baung Gwin showcasing the making of Arirang, capturing the reunion of all 7 members as they created new music in Los Angeles following their hiatus. The documentary offers behind-the-scenes footage, rehearsals, conversations, and the entire creative process. Now let's talk about the world tour, because this is where BTS is absolutely shattering records. The Arirang World Tour was officially announced on January 13, 2026 by Live Nation as the biggest global K-pop tour of all time and BTS's largest tour ever. The tour spans more than 82 shows across 34 cities in 23 countries, covering 5 continents: Asia, North America, South America, Europe, and Oceania. The tour begins on April 9, 2026 in Goyang, South Korea at Goyang Stadium with 3 nights. Then Tokyo Dome on April 17th and 18th. The North American leg kicks off April 25th and 26th in Tampa, Florida at Raymond James Stadium, marking BTS's first ever Tampa performance. In May, they perform in El Paso, Texas at Sun Bowl Stadium on May 2nd and 3rd, the first and largest K-pop concert ever in that city. Then Mexico City for 3 shows on May 7th, 9th, and 10th at Estadio GNP Seguros. Due to massive demand, approximately 150,000 tickets were made available, responding to an estimated 1 million local demands. After Mexico, they hit Stanford Stadium in California on May 16th, 17th, and 19th, becoming just the second musical act ever to perform there after Coldplay. Then Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium for 4 shows on May 23rd, 24th, 27th, and 28th. In June, they return to South Korea for Busan shows on June 12th and 13th, then head to Europe starting with Madrid at Riyadh Air Metropolitano on June 26th and 27th, their first ever Madrid performance. In July, Brussels at King Baudouin Stadium on July 1st and 2nd, their first Brussels show, then London at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on July 6th and 7th, Munich at Allianz Arena on July 11th and 12th, and Paris at Stade de France on July 17th and 18th. The European leg sold out in under 60 minutes across all cities. London sold out in 30 minutes, Madrid in 37 minutes, Munich in 39 minutes, and Paris and Brussels both in 42 minutes, making BTS one of Europe's fastest stadium sellouts ever recorded. In August, they returned to North America with shows in East Rutherford, New Jersey at MetLife Stadium on August 1st and 2nd, Foxborough at Gillette Stadium on August 5th and 6th, Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium on August 10th and 11th, Arlington at AT&T Stadium on August 15th and 16th, Toronto at Rogers Stadium on August 22nd and 23rd, Chicago at Soldier Field on August 27th and 28th, and Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium on September 1st. 2nd, 4th, and 6th with 4 shows. Then South America in October with Bogota, Colombia on October 8th and 9th, Lima, Peru on October 15th and 16th, Santiago, Chile on October 22nd and 23rd, Buenos Aires, Argentina on October 29th and 30th, and Sao Paulo, Brazil on November 5th and 6th. In November and December, they tour Asia extensively with shows in Kaohsiung, Taiwan on November 19th, 21st, and 22nd, Bangkok on December 3rd, 5th, and 6th, Kuala Lumpur on December 12th and 13th, Singapore on December 17th, 19th, 20th, and 22nd with 4 shows, and Jakarta on December 26th and 27th. The tour continues into 2027 with Melbourne, Australia on February 12th and 13th, Sydney on February 20th and 21st, Hong Kong on March 4th, 6th, and 7th, and the finale in Manila, Philippines on March 13th and 14th. Additional dates are expected for Japan and the Middle East in 2027. What makes this tour revolutionary is that every single show features a 360-degree in-the-round stage design. The stage will be in the center with the audience surrounding it on all sides. This is the first time any K-pop stadium tour has used this format, creating an immersive experience where every fan gets an incredible view while increasing venue capacity. The tour brings historic firsts across multiple markets. BTS will be the first K-pop act to headline shows at Sun Bowl Stadium, Gillette Stadium, AT&T Stadium, and M&T Bank Stadium. This tour is promoted by Live Nation, ensuring top-tier production quality. Tickets went on sale through Army membership pre-sale on January 22nd and 23rd for select dates, with general on-sale beginning January 24th. To participate, fans needed Weverse Army membership with a 9-digit number starting with BA. The Weverse email must match the Ticketmaster account email. Tickets are sold through Ticketmaster and official regional partners. According to reports, tickets for South Korea, North America, and Europe sold out within hours. After selling out all 41 initially announced dates, 3 additional shows were added in Tampa, Stanford, and Las Vegas, which also sold out immediately. Resale tickets on platforms like StubHub are starting at over $1,000 per ticket. This comeback is significant because BTS announced their hiatus in December 2022 as members began mandatory military service. All 7 members completed service by June 2025, making this reunion possible. During the hiatus, each member released solo projects. Jimin's album Muse has been on Billboard's World Albums chart for 80 consecutive weeks as of February 2026, the first and only K-pop solo album to achieve this record. His title track Who spent 79 weeks on Billboard's global chart, the longest charting K-pop solo song without collaboration. The last time BTS performed together was during their Permission to Dance on Stage tour in 2021 and 2022. Before that, their Love Yourself Speak Yourself World Tour was the highest-grossing tour by an act performing primarily in a non-English language in history. BTS has broken countless records. They're the first K-pop group to reach #1 on Billboard Hot 100, the most streamed group on Spotify, 5-time Grammy nominees, Times Entertainer of the Year 2020, Billboard and American Music Awards winners. They've spoken at the United Nations and launched the Love Myself campaign with UNICEF. Their impact extends beyond music into social activism, mental health awareness, and youth empowerment. The Arirang World Tour is estimated to be one of the highest-grossing tours of all time. Industry analysts compare it to tours by Taylor Swift, Beyoncé, and Coldplay. When BTS performs, entire cities experience economic boosts from tourism, hotels, restaurants, and local businesses. The cultural significance of Arirang as an album title cannot be overstated. By naming it after Korea's most iconic folk song, BTS makes a statement about their roots and identity. After years of global success, this comeback is a return to Korean heritage while cementing their status as global superstars. The Netflix partnership is also groundbreaking. Netflix has done live sports and comedy, but this marks their first major live music concert from an international artist. The documentary format allows fans who cannot attend the tour to experience the journey intimately. Netflix's global reach means millions of subscribers worldwide will have access, introducing BTS to new audiences. What does this mean for you? March 20th through 27th is the most important week in K-pop history. On March 20th, Arirang drops with 14 tracks. On March 21st, the comeback concert streams live on Netflix. On March 27th, the documentary premieres. And April 9th, the world tour begins. Make sure you have Netflix because you don't want to miss that live concert. Follow BTS on all official channels for tour updates. If you want tickets, keep checking Ticketmaster because additional shows get added. Only buy from verified sources to avoid scams. This comeback represents everything ARMY has been waiting for. After 4 years of separation, solo projects, and military service, BTS is back together, stronger and more mature. Arirang promises to reflect their individual growth and collective identity. The world tour promises to be the biggest, most ambitious tour in K-pop history. The Netflix events promise unforgettable moments. This is BTS's ultimate comeback, and we're witnessing history. So hit that like button if you're excited for Arirang. Comment below which city you're seeing BTS in, or if you're watching on Netflix. Share this video with every ARMY you know. Subscribe and hit that notification bell because I'll be covering every update and doing live reaction streams for the Netflix concert on March 21st. Thank you so much for watching, ARMY. BTS is back, and the world is about to witness something truly legendary. I'll see you in the next video. Annyeong.